Can get lucky with that. Oh, I just finished this level. Alright. Well, I wanted to go for 3 hours, so...
That's how long my Crash 2 stream was.
What Crash 2? Oh, yours?
Yeah, earlier this afternoon I had one with Super Gamer.
So wait a second, you just jumped back into the stage. Are you missing a blue coin?
No, I got him. Oh, well, technically I'm missing 2, but they're both Yoshi related. I don't have Yoshi yet.
Alright.
There are usually like exactly 2 Yoshi coins in the earlier stages. Like all 3 of the stages before you get Yoshi. 2 coins. Fun fact for y'alls. And I'm saving the Delfino ones for later.
The Delfino ones, from what I remember, are like the hardest ones to get. Like at least.
No, not really.
I don't know. I had to look up.
Clean is better than dirty. This stupid song can't get out of my head.
Like one, you had to like spray some windowsills.
It's Victor Betancourt.
Who is he?
By the way, I love that you enter Noki Bay by looking up at the sun. Yeah, just another 64 reference.
I love how silly that craft looks. It's just a derpy looking Bowser.
It appears to be heading for Pinnas Island.
Oh, I bet Shadow Mario he gets the ladies with... Just forget it. He has a giant tongue.
Pinnas Park.
And I just remembered he's a child.
You know, apparently people couldn't tell that that was a joke.
It's actually
Pinnas Park. No, it was more like, you do know that there's no S in it, right? And I'm like, yeah.
Some people are just naturally not funny.
You know,
I thought it was pretty obvious. Like, I can read, it says Pinna. I know it's Pinna. But I was trying to reference, again, the Zebros playthrough where Eric kept calling it Pinnas Park.
You know, judging from Mario's trajectory when he was shot out of that cannon, he shouldn't even land on the island. He just whizzed past it. Then have to swim his way back. But man, what a lovely entrance to the level.
For that, wormholes.
I love that entrance
Nano
to
machines.
the level, how it's just a walkway that goes into the water. It's a level to me. It's like, so wait, do people just park their boats over there? They just swim to the island and then walk onto it? Yeah.
I remember, like, on the beach level, I accidentally came across one of those. Like, I was trying to, like, shoot at one of those traps so I can, like, just kill one of those cataclacks, but, like, what is this blue object? And, like, spray, and then there's, like, a blue form. Wow. I feel really bad for the people who don't have access to the internet, because they'll be lost from them.
Mike, I know you had to look up a guide for some of these, not that many of them, but still, I am astounded that you were able to... It's like hundreds
able to what?
Where all of the blue...
I mean, it's like, once you've done it once, you kind of remember... You know what I mean?
I get this.
Like, especially the really obscure ones, like, you'll remember those, no problem.
I like how you showed the Super Metroid clip. It's like, it took me forever to find that one Super Metroid.
Yeah.
It's my
Have you ever noticed
game of all time, but jeez, that was so hard.
Have you ever noticed that if anything, these Koopas are the most accurate because they walk on all fours?
Hey guys, we gotta go find the bananas.
Oh.
I like how that tree has like a snot mango sticking out of it.
What the? Oh my gosh.
Butt naked, screaming and holding a banana.
And holding a banana. Or maybe it worked a banana. It could be one of nature's mysteries. No! No! Oh god, that was close.
Up your arm might just be the fun of PlayStation 2.
When you were screaming just now, I thought you were still doing an impression, like something happened in the documentary, like just off screen. I wish these crosses would disappear.
Legend tells that the creature could be one of the greatest superheroes who ever lived. Or he could be one of nature's mysteries.
Whoa.
Tune in tonight and find the answer. Are you sure this is the right guy, Mr. President? He seems like kind of a wacko. Oh, he's the best chance we got, son.
That's a perfect Bill Clinton impression.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, this is another level where you can get a huge chunk of blue coins, like, right off the bat.
Around here, we like to pull our teeth out ourselves.
Oh, God.
But... Wait, I don't know, it's just something weird about me, I guess, but when I see these mountain-like structures with walkways around them, it just gives me more flashbacks to Bob-omb Battlefield. Yeah, I went back and played 64 recently. I managed to get like 20-something stars, and then it overheated and turned itself off. It still works, but Retropolis said,
oh shit.
It's probably because you have the expansion pack plugged in, and the expansion pack is more prone to overheating than the rest of it. I guess it's something to keep in mind.
I will annihilate them!
You cut out for a minute.
That was too loud.
It was too loud?
Yeah, it cut out. Like to protect everything.
No, it probably won't cut out of the stream though, so you get to hear it later.
It's a pretty good impression from what I can read.
They called me insane, Lawrence. We'll see who's insane when I destroy this miserable planet!
I love the Lawrence compilations, so it's just all the times he goes, Lawrence! It's probably my favorite.
Just kidding. You've reached my holographic voicemail.
I like what
Leave your name in a brief message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Ta-ta. Fine! I'll take care of you myself.
That was a great. I love that. Yeah, that game is awesome. Easily one of my favorites on PS2.
Alright. Now we got Mecha Boozer.
I like how when you fight Nefarious in A Crack in Time, they do stay pretty true to the original boss fight. Like, they bring back a bunch of his old moves.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's a nice little tribute.
I like his line is like, remember when you destroyed my Bio-Obliterator? Never happened!
Ooh, I almost got him that time.
This boss battle is pretty exciting. It's simple, but it's so much fun. Just riding on a roller coaster, spinning around, just trying to aim at him. It's epic.
Yeah, very creative. Oh, can't believe I missed that. Alright.
It's weird, this robot has no groin. Or maybe that piece of it just fell off because you...
Oh yeah, we every time you hit him, a part of him falls off.
Ah.
So he does have a groin.
I didn't know you two were that observant.
No.
I don't know, it just
Somebody's
looks weird.
gotta
Oh,
be.
now he doesn't have any arm. Well, he's just
Oh shit!
barely holding together.
Makes me wonder, like, did Bowser Jr. build it himself?
Ooh, I can see Bianco Hills from here.
In Galaxy 2, he turns out he builds like a bunch of robots in that game, so I think he probably did.
I like how from here, like from this high up, or at least like on the Ferris wheel, you can see like every level you visited so far along this side of the island.
Let's say, like, Bowser Jr.
Oh, I haven't actually seen the Captain Underpants movie. Is it any good?
Like, Bowser Jr. Just
surprising.
Sorry.
I find it interesting how the characters look appropriately cartoony, even though like their hair is detailed, they still are clearly cartoon characters. Like, well, I guess I'll get to that in a sec, because we've got some plot development right here, though if you already saw Exo's review, you shouldn't be any surprise. Who could it be?
shy.
Mama Peach!
Someone pointed out in the comments, oh, she didn't have a one-night stand with Bowser. Remember, in the Mario universe, babies are delivered by storks.
Yeah.
That's one.
That was like mind-blowing.
So it's like,
Really good point.
Maybe there was a name tag on it that said the Princess Peach, and he just somehow never found his way to her until now. It's like he's considering that possibility.
Well, I hate how they never really explain how he figured it out for himself.
A strange old man in a white coat.
I mean, I know it's a Mario game, story doesn't matter.
I'm guessing Bowser just told him. No, Bowser told him, Peach is your mom, and Mario is the real villain of this series.
Mario's a bully, he never fights fair.
Yeah.
He said, Junior, you gotta try
Also, I like that EGAD
So I tried to get
logo
Mario
on
but
Flood.
they didn't lock him up, and now he needs
Yep.
to steal Mama Peach again. You pest! Stop
So,
Mama
about movies like Captain Underpants. Gendy Tartakovsky, the guy behind like Samurai Jack, when he was working on Hotel Transylvania, he has the hardest time convincing all the stubborn animators to animate the characters like they were cartoon characters. They all wanted to make them move realistically. See how much detail they could squeeze in there, and he just had to keep telling them, no, you don't get it. You gotta give them some elasticity. You know, you have some proper slapstick in there, and they're just like, but I'm so used to like pushing the technology to make everything realistic. And well, it just makes you think that like before that, a movie like Captain Underpants probably wouldn't look anything like it ended up being. Also, you can see the hotel from here. That's nice.
By the way, Jay, I turned up the audio so that people could hear the cutscenes, so that's what that was. There's another blue coin back here.
Professor
So
Poopy
rudely
Pants.
interrupted. Actually, let me throw in some nice music.
And
real
must we
quick,
forget
since-
Super Diaper Baby.
Oh yeah. Let's see,
Ah,
playback.
jeez. The stuff we had to read was weird. I thought they only ever made like 7 Captain Underpants books and stopped, but apparently there's a few more since then. I'm like, geez, how many poop jokes can you make?
Yeah.
How many bathroom-themed villains can you make?
It's like I remember, because I was an avid reader back in the day, but it took so fucking long for these books to come out. Like you wouldn't believe. There was like years between releases, and because I was a kid, I didn't really know to look up on the internet when this stuff was coming out. So every time we go to the bookstore, I'd check to see if there was a new Captain Underpants, and there never was. And then it's years later. I'm an adult now, and I'm too old. And then I find out, oh yeah, they made like 3 more books, and apparently Harold is gay.
Wait a second. Is the stream over?
No, it's not over. I'm paused. I have it paused so I can look for music.
Sorry, I wanted to see a very special creature before we end the stream.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Guess I'm gonna have to turn on desktop audio and turn off mic. Actually, mic 2 should stay on.
Do you ever like read any particular book series you were like really into?
Me or him?
Either of you.
I don't know what.
Like,
You guys in the chat, do you have a request for music? Oh, Blackwater City, perfect.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Like I read
Blackwater
the
City.
One Kid books. I remember reading those quite a bit.
I didn't really have anything I latched onto that much as a kid, aside from Bianco, I guess.
Oh yeah, I remember. I had like
Those had some pretty good novels. They got really dark after a while, though. Characters just talking about death and burning people alive and decapitating them and disemboweling them and all that kind of stuff.
Nope.
Oh, geez.
Crystals, of course.
I love Crash 2 so much.
This game is so colorful. Love it.
Hey Nick, have you played any other Crash games other than
I played Wrath of Cortex. I think I played some of Crash 3 at a friend's house.
Oh!
Seriously.
Yeah, the echo is probably Discord playing twice in a row.
I don't hear any echo.
Well, you wouldn't, because you're in the chat.
Oh.
Like, the way I have it set up is Discord is going through another VB audio cable so that I could bypass the desktop sound altogether. But the problem with that is because I also have it set to like unlisten mode. It's sort of like Discord is going into a pretend microphone that's only exists in the digital sense, and it's like playing through the speakers as it's recording stuff, if that makes any sense. So that's what's going on. So I know about the echo, folks, but there's something I can... Well, I suppose I can... just a moment. There. That should fix it.
Oh my gosh.
They get
why does this happen? I just scrolled down my Facebook feed for a second and there's a guy breastfeeding a puppy. Why?
Look at Where's it one of your friends?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's something funny. Here's something funny somebody did to their dog. They painted their poodle to look like a zebra.
Don't!
Poor animals.
We're so awful. They're gonna...
Oh, no, 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 no! Fuck!
I just saw Mario fall and land on the mast of the ship while it was sideways. That would have been like a destroying. Poor movie. That's what I can't stand about so many like kids movies nowadays is that like Trolls. The only jokes they bother to show in the trailers are the poopy ones. Like, oh, they pooped out gumdrops because they're magic. Yeah, everything cliche.
I don't think I would ever show my kid any of today's movies. Like Minions, or any of the later Despicable Me's. It's just very much that. Poop jokes.
But oh, I phased right through that ship. Come on.
Oh my god. Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna try something else. Alright, gotta pick another song now. Let's see.
So did you say that this was pretty early in the GameCube's lifespan?
Yeah, it was 2002, so it was only like a year after the system launched.
Dang. This could have been a launch title. Well, I guess not. It was already... It was already super rushed. Like 5 levels they had to cut out.
Yeah. It's kind of insane, isn't it?
Makes you wonder what those 5 levels could have been. I mean, they already have a harbor, another village, a theme park, a beach, a resort.
I don't know what else I could do with a beach setting, to be honest.
Oh, they could have had like an observatory, or a museum, a mall. Those are a few ideas I could think of.
Mall, that'd be cool.
Yeah, something like that. Been perfect for the setting.
Some place that has a Donkey Kong reference, the way New Donk City does.
Alrighty, righty. By the way, brownie points to whoever can guess what game this music is from.
Wait, I gotta turn up the street.
Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, I know. Lethal Highway.
Yes, well done.
Because I'm the only person in the world who knows most of Shadow the Hedgehog's soundtrack.
Oh, besides me, evidently.
Yeah.
I like the soundtrack in that game.
Yeah.
That'd be like the only thing different I'd have to say if I were to review it. Is that I like the soundtrack, and that's about it.
I love the Doom. People have said that should be like Shadow's funeral song.
There are actually people who enjoy Shadow more than Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah, I know them.
I know
That's weird.
One of them was being a troll in the chat earlier.
I wish Shadow wasn't such a jerk nowadays. Anyone remember the days when like Shadow wasn't just, I mean, it's like, okay, he makes mistakes in Sonic Adventure 2. But by the end of the game, when he finds his way, he's optimistic, you know, he seems like he's really alive for the first time. And now it's like they have to keep shoehorning ways to make an evil over and over again. You can't just do something different with his character.
Yeah. I don't know why he has to be in Forces. I mean, I guess not why does he have to be in the game, but why does he have to be a villain in the game?
I wish they weren't treating Zavok so seriously. Like, he was in one game, and he's like, oh, this is like an important
I
part
don't know,
of
I like
Sonic's
Zavok.
history.
I like Zavok.
I guess it just kind of bugs me when like the characters are around for one game and only really because it's a fairly recent game, and they're treated like, oh, we're supposed to take them so seriously as a legit part of the character's history.
One of the mobile games, though.
I guess so.
Pretty sure that's Sonic Dash or something like, or Sonic Runner.
And I know what people will say to that. They'll say, but wasn't Chaos only in one game? Yeah, but that was still like a big change for like Sonic. That game was a game changer, and the whole idea of Chaos as a character is pretty good.
Chaos is in there because as clunky as the Adventure 1 story was, like there was some resolution. Like Chaos's arc ended when he ascended with the call to heaven or
I
challenge.
like that in a way, it was like a continuation of Sonic 3's story, or 3K, I should say. It was like, okay, we introduced the Master Emerald and Angel Island and all that. Now in the next game, we're going to explain what's with all that shit. You're gonna see like what the purpose of the Master Emerald is and the past of the Echidnas. Feels more like Knuckles' story than anyone else's story.
Yeah.
Infinity looks like an epic villain.
Yeah.
It looks like
Also,
something like it looks like one of those. It reminds me of that Terminator Genesis, like Terminator, where it's just like nothing but a mass of like cubes or whatever it is.
Are you talking about the John Connor one?
Yeah, the one with John Connor. It's just like nothing but like sediments and all that, just affecting people.
Yeah. They were kind of really desperate for that one, weren't they? Oh shit!
I'm honestly like the only one who thought that Genesis was just okay, you know?
I don't know, I kind of liked it.
I like the angle they're going with like smart devices and mobile apps and, you know, phones.
Yeah.
So the entire plot.
That was probably one of the better additions to the film.
But I don't like how some people are like complaining it basically decanonized everything. No, they explained that there's a timeline nexus and all that. Like
I know, but the entire point is, I mean, like, you know, it's like, oh, you're just from a rewritten or overwritten timeline. So it's like, as far as we know, the stuff that happened before has been like erased and replaced with this new timeline, kind of like in Samurai Jack. But whatever. I just think it'd be nice if the first two movies could be seen as like their own thing, because it's like I like what they set up, where it's like, oh, the future is not set, we can make a better one and avoid all that stuff. And then they did. And then the third movie comes along and takes a shit on that, like, nope, the future is set, there is going to be a doomsday, so you better be ready to act out your part and don't bother trying to change things.
I mean,
like, oh gee,
like that movie, it's alright, but like, yeah.
I like it too, believe it or not. I even do like the ending for the emotional impact of it, but I just don't like what it says about the series. It's like, oh gee, that's the whole point.
It's shit if you're a stickler for like the timeline and all that, but like It's I don't know. I thought it was just alright for what it was. It's
The funny thing
Terminator
is,
Salvation
now,
I always saw as the crappy Terminator movies. Just I didn't
the
enjoy
funny thing about Genesis, because of how things have gone, enough time passed that, well, okay, you know how in the first movie they conceived John Connor. Well, they missed that window in Genesis. They're around each other longer, and they don't do it, so John Connor has effectively been erased. If they do, like, have a child now, it would be somebody different, even if they called them John Connor.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty interesting. It's like, oh, we had to conceive you on this day, or it wouldn't really be you.
But it's still the same father, technically, so...
Yeah, but the idea is that, I mean, look, we guys, we have like trillions of little Jimmies, I guess you could say, and most of them don't get born. But I don't think it's too far-fetched that if a different one made it in, I mean, who knows, it might end up being an almost identical baby. Or it could end up being very different, because it happened on a different day or whatever. I guess an interesting idea. But anyway, back to the game. I like these giant Yoshi's Island style blocks.
I like the background.
And the the background looks like something straight out of that game too.
Yeah. So that seems to be the whole theme of this level.
As much as you give Yoshi's Island, God, that game has some amazing visuals.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks a lot better in the FrameMeister, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah, we'll say that. Well, okay.
Anyone ever played Yoshi's Story?
Oh, I did.
Yep.
It's honestly one of my guilty pleasure games. It's a very simple platformer, but I really like it.
I played it, but it's like I'd heard things about Yoshi's Island, and I guess I got the two games mixed up, and I thought, is this it?
It's very above average, to be honest. It's only really... It feels like it was meant for kids more than, like, for everyone.
So wait a second, is it 10 blue coins for 1 shine?
Yes.
Oh, well then if
So
you
they're
think about it, you've actually got 36 shrines, soon to be 37 if you collect 1 more blue coin. You've already got that in the bag.
Yep.
So you're almost a third through the game. Wow.
Yep. And we're only like, what, 2 hours and 43 minutes in? What is this one again? Oh, it's the pirate ship blue coins. Alright, so I'm trying to remember.
Were those strolling stews with wings?
Yep.
Oh.
There's blue, there's a butterfly.
I think the most underrated Yoshi game, like, I thought Topsy Turvy was decent. Like, I wish that game got more attention, even if its gimmick was...
For some reason, it's like called Universal Gravitation or something like that in Europe, and it's like... way to overcomplicate the name, guys.
It's such a neat little game, just having like a little gyroscope in the cartridge. I believe like a Kirby did something similar, except it was an overhead perspective called Tilt and Tumble.
Yeah.
Well, I say, I was just thinking about Goombas and so on. There was a really nice piece of art of Luigi. I don't know if it was from a children's book or what, but it was of him being nice to Goombas and Koopas that his brother kicked the shit out of. He was bandaging them up and petting them, and they had like no problem being around him. And it's like, oh, Luigi's he's such a sweetheart. And it's like, yeah, he is. I'm just gonna say it. I like Luigi more as a character than Mario. I somehow relate to Luigi more.
I don't know. Like maybe it's because I'm more of a homicidal maniac.
Ah, shite.
Those Goombas.
Caca Verde. Caca Panty.
What?
There's a part in Conker's Bad Fur Day where the big evil Booga the Nut Someone in the, it's in the arena part with the dinosaur. There's someone poops their pants, and then like the text box, the dialogue balloon says, he pooped his pants or something like that, but the voice acting goes, cockapenti.
Oh. Yeah, I remember the cave people had like their own weird lingo. The way people talk in that game is funny. Everybody speaks so softly, like they're practically whispering their lines.
It's actually all one guy.
What?
Yeah, and you can tell in certain parts, like the Professor Weasel guy's voice is basically just Conker with a German accent.
Oh, that is funny. Wow. And I guess
and
with the
you
way...
could, because everybody kind of sounds the same, so you can tell.
Oh, I like how you can
like,
see
all the guys with the deep
roller coaster
voices, it's like the same voice.
I like how you can see the roller coaster you were just on going on its own and there's nobody sitting in it.
Yeah. Oh, you fucker.
Huh. I
Let's
guess
see.
Alec just left.
Oh, he did?
Well, I guess he's still here. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe mic troubles.
I was just gonna say, with the way everyone speaks so quietly in Congress Bad Fur Day, I guess you could call it the first AMSR game.
I don't know what AMSR is.
It's just people being quiet. I don't really get it.
Oh. Let me look it up real quick.
It was just supposed to be a joke.
Let's see. Autonomous sensory meridian response is an experience characterized by static-like or tingling sensation in the skin. It typically begins on the neck and upper spine and has been compared with auditory tactile synesthesia.
No, it's ASMR. I got it mixed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Oh.
Apparently there are multiple ASMRs. Vin Diesel DMing a good game of D&D just for you. Khalid Al-Asmar. American Society of Mining and Reclamation. Accelerating Seismic Moment Release. Yeah. And don't you dare talk about my Lord and Savior Spyro that way. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
I'll try to keep people entertained until you get back and finish up this world, I guess. So, trying to think of something sneaky we could do before he gets back. But of course he would just see it in the chat. So, how's your day going, guys? Everything okay? Okay. Anybody follow Cybershell? Sort of. he started out by doing Sonic Let's Plays way back when. He was one of the first guy to do it. He played through all the classic games, and he had some special touches of his own. I've actually referenced him a couple of times in my videos. Like when he went through Spring Yard Zone, he said, some people either love this zone or they hate this zone. There's no middle ground. Personally, I think it's alright. For some reason, that just made me bust a gut, because it's like he's saying this about everybody else, but then he himself is, you know, in that middle ground. I just thought it was a good joke. And I ended up making a reference to that in one of my Sonic or Freedom Planet related videos, I think. A couple people actually picked up on that. I was hoping more would. Anyway, lately he's been making Sonic related videos just because like Mania and Forces have, you know, lit up that spark in him. For a while it seemed like he had run out of things to make videos about. I was worried he was like gone from YouTube, but seems to have come back, and new videos are pretty good. He even made like a tribute to the Archie Sonic comics. He really like tore Ken Penders a new one at the end. It's funny, his voice is perfect for one of the characters like in my comic, if it ever wound up being a cartoon or something. So I think I'm gonna ask him if I could like commission him to do the voice for like a couple of lines that I can use for a trailer or something. Ugh. But trying to make a good burp that'll be funny, but I can barely get anything out. Whatever. Boy, he's almost been peeing for as long as that. Anyone remember that scene in Austin Powers? And the chat has gone quiet. Oh well, whatever.
Alright, fellas. I have returned.
Alrighty.
I also picked up some more victuals.
You mean vitals?
And victuals.
Ah.
Then stuff you eat. So, yeah.
I just joked that I just made like a reference to that scene from Austin Powers where he just can't stop.
Oh, the scene where he pretends to be the baby. The baby, there's like a fountain it's peeing, and he like stands in place, pretends to be a statue.
In the first movie, when they first wake him up, or when they unfreeze him, he's like, "All right, let's take him to the bathroom."
Oh yeah.
No joke, that has happened to me a couple times, where I'd hold it in for a big chunk of the day, and then it's like, it just won't stop. Like, somebody turn me off. Oh yeah,
it's the Alolan Koopa.
Yeah, the Alolan Koopas. Oh, look at them. Aren't they wonderful? It's like, oh wait,
they're glorious.
This is why I didn't want you to end the stream yet. I wanted to see these guys. Actually kind of cute with their squinty eyes and using their own eggshells as like a tortoise shell. I don't know if it's just for camouflage or if they just never bother to take it off and they just grow up with it.
Also, I plan to connect for Roar. I don't know what he's talking about.
I also like how part of it is worn as like a helmet.
Yeah.
And then of course the flowers going like, oh, I love a dick.
I never heard that from him. I don't know what you've been thinking about.
I was thinking about an old Chugga Conroy video. He put like a text blurb next to those because the sound the sunflowers make when you wake them up and they're all better. To him, it sounded like they were saying, "Oh, I love a dick," It's just something people make references to in the past.
Yeah, I think one of these flowers will tell you more about what these things are. Apparently they force the Yoshis off the island or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice.
They're
nice
like an
bit
invasive species.
Nice bit of lore, a bit of world building.
Come here, you. Come on, Junior. Oh. This guy threw me a curveball real quick.
I like how they have freckles. That is such a nice touch. Again, this game has so much great character design.
Alright. The Shorn Sport. There's some NPC that tells you about what happened with the Yoshis.
So I don't get is like you sort of bring them back after a while, or they just appear.
The Yoshis just kind of appear after you do that.
Oh.
After you kill those things, they just come back. Like the Shadow Marion just reappeared.
I never made that connection for some reason. Like it never crossed my mind. Oh, it's because of those. Oh, all right. Oh,
yeah, so there actually is kind of like a story behind that.
That's neat.
Alright, come here, Shadow. Come on. Alright, now you have to go get Yoshi out of his egg.
Out of his head. Yeah, this is basically the same as the Peach mission. He's just carrying a helpless Yoshi around. The last Yoshi, so he can wipe out the species.
No, he said that he wanted to ride it.
Oh. Alright.
So I don't think that's what it was.
That was more so joking.
And there are more of them in the other letters. Speaking of which, I should probably...
That was just joking.
Let's finish up Bianco Hills. We might have some trouble, because we have 27 coins left, and I don't know exactly what the third one will be. New Super Mario Brothers, I could review that someday. Because honestly, I don't really think those games are that bad. Because what matters to me the most in a platforming game is the level design, and if a game can nail the level design, then it's competent in my eyes. May not be the most creative Mario games of all time, but they have competent level design. Let's see. We need a coconut. Here it is. Yeah, did I ever get to the one in the top of the windmill? That's probably the one. Nick, you still there? Nick? Oh, it looks like he muted his mic. I guess he'll be back later, folks.
I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to take care of one little thing. Just got home. I had to go say hi.
Indeed. So we're back in Bianco Hills to go get Yoshi.
Yosh.
Yosh.
Yosh. Everyone like says Japanese words in that game. Like they're all weebs, like Knuckles going like oh la 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 when he's digging.
Is that Japanese? I thought he was just making noises.
I've heard it in a lot of things. Like when a guy is getting really revved up or attacking or something, it's like ora 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 ora. I don't really know what it means. It just means they're pumped, I guess.
All right. Come on. We gotta go get the bees, everyone.
You gotta give this game kudos. It's the first 3D game with Yoshi. And I kinda like the way his tongue works here. It's not as, like, you know, perfect or precise as it was in Galaxy, but I think it has a longer reach. I like how, like, waggly it is.
Come on, you. Alright, that's one coin down.
Who's throwing things at you? I don't see them.
Oh, there are these little blue pokies in the trees that, like, shoot rocks when you get too close to them.
Oh.
Alright, here we have our blessed next blue coin.
Do they chip down your health,
there
or
might
do they
be
just knock you around?
They hurt you.
Ah.
Now we gotta figure out where the last one is, and I'm not super certain I know. I'm gonna guess it's either at the top of the windmill, or it's hidden in the water somewhere.
So how do you think you'll end this session? You think you're just gonna save all the blue coins till you have all of them, or do you think you'll take the ones you've got so far and trade them in for shines?
Oh. I always prefer to just get all 240 of them and then do it.
Alright.
So you can get them all at once.
Well, as long as you have the coins there, those shines are basically in the bag anyway.
Yeah. Like, the shine total doesn't really matter that much in this game. Not on its own. It's more like, it's like in terms of final boss stuff, you only need to get the 7th shine in every level.
Yeah, but if you're 100%ing this game, then, you know,
then the shine total doesn't even really matter, because it's not, it's like you unlock the level so quickly. And I'm the type that prefers to, like, finish it all in one go anyway. Alright, should be a dang old Pocky up here. And we eat him. Yep, that was the last one. Yeah, I was right. That shit, and there we go, we have all 30 coins done in Bianco Hills. It's as easy as that.
So you've got, like 38 normal shines, and then 11 blue coin shines. I mean, sorry, 28 normal shines. And okay, so you've got 39 shines, technically. So, no, you're just about exactly a third then.
Oh, I guess...
another Shadow Mario chase.
Yeah, this time he's got the turbo nozzle.
Boy, that is weird. In the cutscene, they made it look like that stretch of the plaza is still dark, but you go there now. No, it's all lit up.
Yeah, once you get enough of them. Let's see.
But I guess the cutscene is pre-rendered.
And that it is. Alright, now we're gonna go get the last shine in this level. We gotta go find the bananas.
Oh, but wait, you can also get the shine in the plaza.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm gonna save all the Delfino Plaza stuff for last.
Oh. See, I wouldn't be able to resist the urge to just go get it right then with it being right there.
Yeah, well, the problem with especially with blue coins is that if you forget what you have and what you don't, I mean, that's easier to happen if you're like doing everything as it unlocks. If you save it all for the end, then you'll never forget anything. Alright. For God's sake, why can't I move? What is going on? God!
I hope I'm not chewing gum too loudly and that the mic picking it up.
Oh no. I can't hear anything.
Alright.
Oh, come on, guys. So this shine you can't complete without Yoshi, and there are 2 blue coins left in the stage that you need Yoshi for. There it is. And of course, the one that Yoshi happens to want in this particular happenstance is the durian. Alright. Now you have the swarm of blue butterflies, eat them up, and there's one of the coins. And then the other coin is this bug on the wall. There were 2 other bugs earlier that we killed in the,
I don't know when you're eating the butterflies. I didn't know you could. That is so weird to see.
Oh yeah, I mean they're blue, so it's like, and there are 3 colors of them. The yellow ones give you coins, the blue ones give you blue coins, and then the green ones give you lives.
It's weird. Like, I wouldn't even try that. I would have a passing thought that, oh, maybe those have a blue coin. But then there's another part of me that would say, nah, no way they're that smart. Or no way they'd have the technology to do that. Or, The point is, I would second guess myself. Wait a second, is there a plane on that platform over there?
Yep, it's a helipad, and that's a helicopter.
Oh, a helicopter. Oh, I only saw like a quick glimpse of it, so you know.
Jesus, can I get something with great purple juice in it, please?
It looks a lot like Peach's
Come on,
plane.
game.
Just the same general aesthetic. You know, the white bottom, all like rounded,
There it is.
lumpy.
It's probably why they make you get the durian. So you do need a specific color of Yoshi in order to play this shine.
Have you ever
When you
spun
hit them-
around with Yoshi and made him vomit everywhere?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it right now, but it won't let me. I don't think you can.
I've seen people do it. Where, you know, it's like
Maybe I just can't do it on this platform that I'm on.
Boy, this looks like such
Oh, you can do it in midair.
This is another one of those shines that I never got. Wow. This is all new. I haven't seen any of this before.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to get the banana over there. Alright. No!
I take it you just fell.
God.
Ah, I just
Oh,
saw
looks
how
like
it
I could-
happened. Oh, man, you fell right, slid off the leaf. It actually happened to me once. I mean, in real life, I was in Walmart and somebody left a rind of some kind on the floor, basically just a leaf. But apparently, there was enough moisture in it that when I stepped on it, that got squished out, and then I slipped on it like a banana peel. I literally like flipped over and landed on my back, and everyone around was a little just because it looked just like something out of a cartoon.
Jesus, can I get a durian?
Nope. No way, we're gonna go that easy on you. And this is where we start getting to the occasional dickish shrine or shine.
What? What? Why won't it spawn one? The fruit won't spawn anymore. There. I got it. For a second there, I thought I saw comb teeth, and I'm like, what? I'm playing this in progressive mode.
You know what would be kind of funny
Some-
is if there was something in this game that you could only reach by jumping off of Yoshi, like you could in Mario World.
Oh, yeah. I don't think those towers, those fruit towers are RNG. I think it's more like it goes in a cycle.
And they
Alright.
can stick to the whole thing.
Yeah,
every
they're
time.
coconuts, but same difference. Alright, so the pink platforms float upwards. Yeah, I heard that apparently GameCube and PAL region, no game has progressive scan for some reason. So I guess because Nintendo was cheap. But they were also too cheap to put the fucking RGB in the N64, so I had to break a console and buy another one just to get the RGB to work.
From the platform where the shine is, you get a great view of the plaza. Like, it's really not that far away. I think you could easily swim over there in real life.
Yeah. Alright, so that's Ricco Harbor all done. Well, we will have to come back to Bianco Hills and Ricco Harbor for 29. Well.
Were you expecting that to be the 30th?
I got the bug, right?
I don't know.
Well, let's go look for it real quick. Could have swore that was the 30th one. Pretty sure I got the one over the water. I guess I could go try. Got the M's.
I like how when you walk on the metal platforms with a grating texture on them, you hear this like click-clack sound.
Yeah. Come on, die! Come on, you! Jesus. Yeah, I got those already. Did I get the thing up there? I got that one. Got the shine on the wall. Let's see, we got... I'm pretty sure I got the bug. Got the one over the water. Trying to think of where it could be. Got all the M's. I got the butterflies. Looks like I got the one over the water, yeah. It's gotta be up on the scaffolding. Pop in Yoshi again just to make sure. Jesus Christ.
I will say one thing that crosses my mind that I like is, I mean, I don't know how many of these Delfino actually live here. I'm sure a fair amount of them work here, and you know, you've got Bianco Hills and Pinna Park.
Oh my god.
But we have a pretty similar place around here called Mount Desert Island, which is a Acadia National Park, and it's mainly like you know, it's like a national landmark kind of place. People come here from all over just to see it, but there are some people who get to live on the island all year round, and I'm a little envious of them because it is a beautiful place. I can only imagine what it looks like during the winter time. Look up GameCube component cables on eBay. You might shit your pants.
Yeah, just do it on a Wii. Anyone? Yeah, I got that one. What am I missing?
I like how the sailors and the hula girls are dancing. That's cute.
Oh, I know the one I'm missing. How did I forget about that one?
Oh my word, I just spotted like a kid in a floaty. That's cute. Oh my word, there's a couple other people with floaties. It's really cute. I never noticed that detail. Maybe it only happens in this last episode and I just didn't bother coming here for episode 8.
It's in here. I don't know how I managed to forget about this one, because it's like, what? What?
Yeah, like that. Did he get knocked off by one of those wind spirit things?
No, what happened was, in the last shine I just did...
Oh! You went over through
last...
and Yoshi died.
I didn't die. The last shine I just did, if you go up on top of that scaffolding up over there to get the 8th shine sprite in this level, and try to ground pound it with Yoshi, then it does nothing. So I figured, okay, I can safely ground pound into this cage, no problem. But I guess it's only on that one specific only on that one specific one in the scaffolding, where Yoshi can't ground pound through the grates. So that was fun. Lucky for me, there's an easy way back in. Yeah, this blooper here has the last one. And that's it for this level.
I just remembered this highlight from a guy called Michael1985, I think. There's this guy on YouTube called Bowshroom that took a bunch of highlights from his streams. And he like really messed up on this level. He made it through a lot of the platforming, then he fell, he's like, no! And then he sees a blue coin. So within a second, his mind snaps back like, ooh, blue coin! Just... it's like someone, like, ooh, a penny!
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Let's see.
It's like, well, they recovered from that pretty fast. And this guy is just running around in circles, on fire, when there's water right there.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb, but...
Oh, but it's salt water. Yeah, so...
Right, so... the game doesn't tell you this, but... There's only like one shine where you can get Yoshi. I can never remember which one. It's not this one, I can tell you that much.
A lot of the episode titles in this level have slam in them. Like, come on and slam, and welcome to the jail. Wow, we started this entire conversation in the chat about recording devices and composite cables and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't know how I ever used those for so long. Like, I didn't know any better was the thing.
Well, it's so weird. I just remembered you sent me like that hop hog last year and I barely even used it.
Yeah, well...
Well, I guess
I
I'll
don't
just
really
use
need it
for...
to record much from console, I guess.
I've been mostly looking at things I could record on my computer lately, but I'll get to console stuff like Tag 2.
Yeah, you used it for... Didn't you use it for, Metroid Prime?
Yep, and it turned out pretty swell. But also having to play through the whole game, all 3 games, is the reason that that took like a month of work.
So the thing about component cables is that I swear the sync isn't very good. I mean, like, the FrameMeister makes it look better, I guess, but... Especially if you're trying to play, like, HD with it. And it's also an analog conversion, which, you know, with PS3, you should definitely go with HDMI if you have the option. Because you're getting the direct digital signal. But with some people, I guess, don't have TVs for that. I don't know.
And you got a blue coin and a giant footprint.
Yeah. This last B over here has a coin. There it is. And that's Gelato Beach done. So we can head back on over to Pinnas Park. Only like 3 hours in, we've already finished 3 levels.
You mean...
So, like I said, I wasn't kidding. You can get, like, that hour-and-a-half statistic I offered.
You've already got almost half of the blue coins.
Yep, it's, like I said, it's really easy. I don't know what people's problems are. I mean, obviously, I know where they all are at this point. That helps, but still, it's like most of them feel like after a while you kind of grow a sixth sense for where the developers stick them.
I think a lot of people just put it off, and then they try to get them at the last second, but they can't find them all. That's what basically happened to me.
Yeah, like as you can see, it's much easier to just grab them along the way. All right.
All the toads are still over here, and they're freaking out even though the princess has been saved already.
Yeah, this story just kind of goes on hold once you get to Pinna Park. Not that that really matters too much.
I thought you said Peanut Park.
Peanut Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that word just sounds like everything.
Prehensile Park. Now I'm reaching. Oh my word! These flying stews are so cute, and they're green like Koopas.
Yeah.
Boy, that is so weird.
Get a mango, please, game. I'd very much like to have a mango.
That is so weird how normal Koopas are green and flying Koopas are red, but normal stews are red and flying stews are green. What?
Yep. Flying stews. There it is. Come here, my pretty.
Remember where they don't even have feet. They just have these little flappy wings like they're bugs.
Yep. And they sound weird.
As if they weren't cute enough already.
Alright, there was another blue coin butterfly around here. There he is.
What,
and then the last coin in the stage should be in the park for Yoshi.
I missed so much stuff in this game. I never even saw these flying stews because I just never thought to look around here in the last episode. Also, I like that the biggest sunflower is like brown, like they're like their seeds that come out.
So Terry Chaos, one thing I can recommend for you that might help is I use an HDCP stripper for my. Let's see. I use... Oh, come on. All departments. SCART to HDMI. There it is. So, Mr. Terry... So, if you follow that link right there, my friend, you'll find a link to a SCART to HDMI, which is not really good for SCART, especially since your TV can upscale it directly, and mine can't because I'm an American. But if you want to get HDMI out of your PS3, it comes with an HDMI pass-through that will strip the HDCP off of it. Yeah, it has an HDMI port on it.
Working with older...
That's what I used to use.
Working with older technology is so weird. Like, the original Bianco figures in 2001, they came with CDs. They had like, movies on them about the characters, just to give you an idea of what they were. It's cool, but I still have some of those CDs. And I put one of them in my computer, tried to get it running the other day. I wanted to see if I could record everything on the CD and make a little video about it, showing what the menus and everything look like, for historical purposes, basically. And I could not get it to run. It asked me to install QuickTime 4, which is ancient. I'm just like, wait a second, would that even work? Would I be able to do it? Would it change files on my computer? Would it corrupt it? And it's like, no. Hey, but then I've heard some people say, oh, well, even if you manage to install it, it still won't work because your computer is just too darn different. Because you have like Windows 8.1. Oh well. But still, maybe someday I'll be able to get a little something with like an older version of Windows to try to get those programs to work. Because here you can still do that. You can like boot up an ancient version of Windows that comes with older versions of QuickTime and those other programs and get your stuff to work just fine. Which is kind of amazing to me.
Yeah.
Of course,
you know what's even more amazing is you know how sometimes in Star Fox Assault there'll be like cutscenes where it's like a letterbox 16:9 square above like a text box. Those are all pre-rendered. And what I found really interesting was I was playing around with Dolphin and extracting files from GameCube ISOs. Turns out those FMVs from Star Fox Assault are compatible with FFmpeg, which is a program used to convert basically MPEG, JPEG, MP3, MP4, stuff like that. So I basically just did a direct conversion from whatever proprietary format that Namco used for that game straight to MP4.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I tried it completely on a whim and I couldn't believe it worked. Alright, you come here, fucker. Yeah, take that. One thing I find interesting is that if you kill the Electro Koopas that way, you get like 5 coins instead of 1. It reminds me of that. Reminds me of how in Prime 3, those guys, those Reptilicus guys that throw the boomerangs. If you freeze them while the boomerang's coming back around, then the boomerang will kill them, and then you'll get a credit for a stylish kill.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say I really like how Mario screams when he gets electrocuted in this game. Just like.
Yeah. All of Mario's voice clips are really solid, but there's like an intro movie, like I guess maybe it was an old E3 trailer or something that plays. Actually, I think it's done in engine, but I might be wrong about that. Where if you like leave the title screen on for long enough, it'll cut to like a trailer sort of thing. And you can hear like the old sound effects that they were gonna use, and they sound really weird. Mario sounds like he's dying every time he jumps.
Oh wow.
So it's a good thing they replaced them. Yeah.
Dang, you've got half of the blue coins.
Yup. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So what happens to the Yoshi there? Do they literally just stab him all the way through with a pole and put him up as a ride?
I don't think that's what happens. It just triggers the warp.
No, I'm just being...
I don't know if Bowser Jr. had anything to do with this, even. Isle Delfino is a weird place. Yeah, that is pretty strange, Terry Chaos.
I like how, nothing is a perfect square here. These blocks all have slightly rounded edges. It just, adds to the soft look that pretty much everything in this game has. That watermelon looks like something you could feed to a chow, just blown up like 100 times. But I swear there's a chow fruit that looks just like that.
Tis fascinating indeed.
All these squares make a circle.
Check my Discord and see if there's anyone. Fuck
so
that guy.
You got
it's really starting to piss me off.
Who?
Never mind. Jeez.
I forget, where does that pipe lead to?
The pipe up in the trees?
Yeah. Oh, that leads to the village, right?
Oh, well, the pipe on top of the Shine Gate goes to Pianta Village.
Yeah,
the pipe in the trees up by the cannon we were at goes to a secret stage.
Right, sorry, I meant on top of the Shine Gate. Huh.
Come here, you son of a bitch. Let's talk to this guy again. Hey there, Mr. Hero! I sure have seen a lot of you lately! Apparently everybody on Isle Delfino is colorblind. That would be a great twist. It's like... Alright. I got left nails to get the last couple shine sprites. Or, yeah, we got... Yeah. PS2 only has 480i from almost every game. That really annoys me. Of course I have the Frame Meister to de-interlace it now, but still. Why not have that? That's why the GameCube is better in my opinion. It really annoys me that they tailored it so much to a CRT that they dated themselves like hell in the long run. Which is why we need all these PS3 collections for all these games. Just to make them look good on a modern TV. Should never have interlaced anything in gaming. I digress.
Just going to Haydox's Twitter. He did of the 2 Donkey Kong Rapids.
Oh god.
He's like, I'm very tired and I made this and I'm sorry. Just that he apologized to me, buddy.
Ah, shite. Twatting shite!
You see, this Super Mario Chase is different because he's going the other way around the place and now. Oh, he's on the platform. It would be funny if he just landed in the water and died.
Yeah, that would be great. It's like Yoshi.
Yeah. Although it's like, why is he still disguised as Shadow Mario? We know he's not. Well, I guess he's still.
Well, he doesn't want the Islanders to know, I guess,
yeah,
who he
I
is.
just realized that. Just answering my own question. Wait a minute. Somebody modded Super Mario 64 so you can play as Garfield?
Oh, that was Super Mario Sunshine. You can play as Garfield.
Yeah, Sunshine. That is so weird.
Yeah, I should have played that version, but regardless. They're back in Pinnas Park. Okay. Just got one more left.
Apparently Baron Trump is a fan of anime now. Oh, great.
Yeah. I don't like how people pick on his wife and kids like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, me neither. Like the one woman who tried to claim...
older sons, the older sons, I get it because they're like actually active in politics, but leave Melania alone, please.
Yeah. And like the one woman who tried to like, I mean, I get it that her heart was in the right place. She was trying to spread awareness of autism and stuff. I'm autistic, so naturally that means something to me. But she did it in like a public way that really was humiliating. And they tried to play the sad music and it's just manipulative. It's like just leave the kid alone. He's already got the eyes of the world onto him because of who his dad is. So he doesn't need everyone like foisting this upon him too. He's still young enough that he's like discovering himself. I'm sure he has enough to think about already. I just noticed the belt and the handles on Flood match Mario's shoes perfectly.
Yep. This has been Nick and Aquamagna noticing the details that nobody else does.
Because I am a character designer, or at least I would like to be. Well, like I say, I designed everything in Planet Ripple.
Yeah.
So I guess I've gained an appreciation for the little touches that people put in these. Like anyone who says that some cartoony like this can't have like good designs or like intelligently thought out designs is just dumb. It's like Scott Pilgrim, the comic. When that book was like first released, when the first one was, people panned it for the art style. They thought it's too simple. It looks like something a kindergartner would draw. I don't get it. But after a little while, people started to see the genius in the work because
Jesus,
it was so meticulous that all the creator had to do was change one tiny little detail, and boom, now this character has a completely different emotion just because he changed a tiny little thing, like just the corner of their mouth or their eyebrow or whatever. So it's like it was simple, but there was a genius to it all. So I try to apply that to my own stuff to some extent. Like, the more you can get away with a simpler design, the more you can say with fewer details, the better. I think like the creator of Berserk is one of the few people I can think of who can get away with just putting loads of detail everywhere because it makes it all flow together in a beautiful way. But a lot of comics I see just have tons of stuff everywhere, cluttering it up. That doesn't look very good at all, in my opinion. This stuff's great.
Got him.
It's all about balance.
There we go.
Boy, there are a lot of these balloons.
Yeah, there are exactly 20. Okay.
I like how there's
4
a lens.
more left.
I like how there's a lens flare when you look up.
Oh, come on, guys. Got it. I just gotta get these 3. Wish me luck. No! Yes! First try.
Boop.
And the lesson here for the chat is just get a damn SCART cable. Get yourself... If you live in Europe, you can just plunk it in your TV. And if you're in the US, just get one of those... The scaler I just linked is cheap, and while it's not as good as the FrameMeister, because it doesn't scale it, like, as well as I'd like, still good enough for most people, I think. I wouldn't care if I didn't have to record stuff as much.